So we need to find out the derivative of y with respect to x whenever y is given by sine of x raised to the power of x. So let's begin. We'll start off with whatever we're provided with. Here we have y given by sine of x raised to the power of x. We'll take the derivative on both sides with respect to x. So we have derivative of y with respect to x given by derivative with respect to x of sine of x raised to the power of x. Now we know that derivative of the sine function gives us the cosine function. So we'll have cosine of x raised to the power of x. Since we have sine of x raised to the power of x. Now since this is x raised to the power of x instead of x, so what we'll do, we'll have to use the chain rule. We'll multiply it to derivative with respect to x of x raised to the power of x. Fine. Now our task will be to find out the derivative of x raised to the power of x. So before that, what we'll do, we'll convert x raised to the power of x into its equivalent exponential form, which will be e raised to the power of x log x. So here we are making use of the fact that whenever we have e raised to the power of log of a, so that's actually equals to a. So that means if we consider a to be equals to x raised to the power of x, then we can rewrite x raised to the power of x as e raised to the power of log of x whole raised to the power of x. Now we also know that whenever we have log of a raised to the power of b, that's always equivalent to b times log of a. So we can rewrite x log of x raised to the power of x as e raised to the power of x log x. So this is the value of x raised to the power of x expressed in the exponential form. Now why we have done this? Because we know that whenever we take the derivative of the exponential function e raised to the power of x, that gives back the original function, which is e raised to the power of x. So that means our derivative will be, so we will get derivative of y with respect to x equals to cosine of x raised to the power of x. So this will get multiplied to, so we have derivative of the exponential function, which will be e raised to the power of x log x. But since this is x log x instead of x, so we'll have to use the chain rule. We'll multiply to derivative with respect to x of x log x. Right. So this gives us cosine of x raised to the power of x multiply to e raised to the power of x log x. So that's actually x raised to the power of x multiply to, so here we'll have to use the product rule. So we have log of x multiplied to derivative of x with respect to x plus x times derivative with respect to x of log of x. Right. So this will be x raised to the power of x times cosine of x raised to the power of x multiplied to log of x. We know the derivative of x with respect to x, that's simply equals to 1. Plus x multiplied to derivative of the logarithmic function. So this is 1 over x. So which gives us x raised to the power of x times cosine of x raised to the power of x whole multiplied to log of x plus 1. So therefore, we have obtained the final value, derivative of y with respect to x, which will be given by x raised to the power of x times cosine of x raised to the power of x holding multiplied to log of x plus